talk about something that almost no one prepares you for in pregnancy, postpartum. Leaking. Not just a little, not just that moment when you sneeze and think, ah, but real, daily, unpredictable leaking. Urine, sweat, breast milk, sometimes all three at the same time. And yet somehow this is still not a mainstream conversation. If you are pregnant and you've started crossing your legs when you cough, you're not alone. If you are postpartum and laughing still feels risky, you are not alone. And if you're breastfeeding and waking up in a damp patch at 3 a.m, you are definitely not alone. Your body has carried a baby, your pelvic floor has stretched, your hormones have shifted, your bladder has been under pressure for months. And if you're lactating, your breasts are responding constantly to supply, demand, sound cues, touch, even just thinking about your baby. Leaking is common, but common does not mean comfortable. And what we do not talk about enough is the emotional side of it, the constant awareness, the subtle checking, avoiding certain outfits, packing spare underwear, packing spare t-shirts, spare bras, carrying extra pads, planning your day around knowing where the nearest toilet is, wondering whether a milk patch is visible under your top in a meeting. That background vigilance can quietly chip away at our confidence. For years, the default advice has been simple: just wear a pad. But period pads were designed for menstrual flow. They were not designed for light bladder leaks that happen unpredictably throughout the day. Breast pads bunch up, they move, they get saturated, and can get cold in the air conditioning here. And they're often plastic lined and non-breathable. When you're already swollen, tender, healing, or dealing with cracked nipples, breathability really matters. And this is where I want to introduce you properly to Rine. Rine is a Japanese company that has designed absorbent, reusable underwear and bralettes specifically for women navigating this season, pregnancy, postpartum, and beyond. Rine SG is the Singapore arm of that brand, brought here by Kumi, who is one of our pregnant and POP providers. That matters to me because it means this is not just a random online product. It is a brand with thoughtful Japanese design behind it, curated and introduced locally by someone who understands the needs of mums in Singapore. Reusable, absorbent underwear is not just a trendy extra anymore. It's a practical postpartum infrastructure. And Rine SG does this with real intention, okay? These are the absorbing maternity shorts. They are designed to be worn both before and after birth, which I appreciate because pregnancy and postpartum do not exist in neat boxes. These bad boys hold up to around 100 millilitres. That's the size of this measuring cup. And they're built for urinary leaks, lockier and heavier flow in that acute postpartum stage. The absorbent area runs wide towards the front so you feel covered whether you're lying down, sitting or moving around. And now look, the lining is grey, so you can monitor changes in bleeding more clearly, which is important in early postpartum recovery. They also include deodorizing properties to manage ammonia smell, and the fabric is stretchy and roomy, particularly, look, around the legs, which matters if you're swollen and tender after birth. This is thoughtful postpartum design. And then for breastfeeding, we've got the Mummy Bralettes. This is the Mummy Bralette from Rine SG. It was created so mums could breastfeed without needing separate disposable breast pads. There's a built-in ultra-thin absorbent layer, about 0.5 millimetre thick, so it does not add bulk or distort shape, but it can absorb up to around 60 millilitres of milk. That means it's designed for real letdown, not just like dampness. The fabric that Rine use in their products here is Tencel, which is breathable and moisture managing. So it's helping to keep skin dry rather than trapping dampness against already sensitive nipples. There are different versions available depending on the support needs, including one with a waterproof layer for heavier supply. And this lighter triangle style if you prefer something softer under clothing. It's got a really nice stretch to it, super comfortable. What I appreciate about the way Rine has designed this is that you're removing an extra thing, an extra layer. You're not inserting disposable pads into something else, into your routine. You're wearing one piece designed specifically for this stage of life. And then once you are beyond that acute postpartum phase and begin to return to normal routines, there is another piece from Rine SG worth mentioning. Now, I cannot show you it right now because I'm actually wearing them. They are the absorbing period shorts from Rine. Once you are moving back into daily life, whether that is work, exercise, social events, or simply feeling more like yourself again, your body can still feel different. Cycles may return heavier or more irregular than before. Pelvic floor recovery may still be ongoing. Having something designed to hold more without feeling padded or synthetic removes the quiet background calculation about whether you are covered for the next few hours. And that is something Rine has clearly considered in their design. Now, I want to be very clear about something. Rine products are not a replacement for proper recovery support. If you're leaking urine, see a women's health physio. It's important. Strengthening your pelvic floor matters. And if you're navigating oversupply, lactation support matters. Recovery is layered. You can be doing your physio exercises and still need daily protection while your muscles rebuild. You can be working with a lactation consultant and still experience letdown leaks while your supply is regulating. What Rine offers is a practical layer of support that sits alongside that recovery work. When you feel secure in what you are wearing, when you are not scanning for visible leaks or adjusting pads throughout the day, your nervous system settles. That sense of calm and confidence, it's not small. Leaking in pregnancy and postpartum is not a flaw. It is evidence of your body adapting. Your body has shifted organs, stretched muscles, altered hormone profiles, increased blood volume, grown a placenta, and has begun producing milk. But that transition does not mean you have to live in discomfort. You can prioritize proper recovery and choose well-designed products that support you alongside that work. That is why I am comfortable, truly comfortable, recommending Rine SG, especially knowing it has been brought thoughtfully into Singapore by Kumi from our Pregnant Pot community. Rine SG is not about replacing support. It is about quietly strengthening it. And sometimes that quiet layer of support means all the difference.
If you're looking for more support on your pregnancy, postpartum, or parenting journey in Singapore, make sure you check out our website, pregnantandpopped.com. And if you want personalised, empathetic, professional guidance, join the Pregnant and Popped Village, because you shouldn't have to Google motherhood.